reader right now, Zodiac Sign Reader. I'm going to be doing a live for you guys. It's going to be all signs. I'm going to do one card, and then I'm going to do an oracle card or a love card, whatever comes out in that situation. Just let you know. I do not own the rights to this music. I'm going to be doing this. Let's find out. This reading will be from March 28th to April 1st. We are under a Leo moon. It's a waxing Gypsus moon. So, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a pink moon on the 1st under Libra. So let's find out. Let's go to Aries and let's find out what's going on with you guys. Universe, give me one card to clarify Aries from March 28th to April 1st. What's going to be their situation? Let's get one card, Universe. All right. So the card I got is the Knight of Wands. What I get from this card, Aries, is that I see that you need to be more forward. You need to take a risk. You need to be a little bit more forward with what you want. I see that you need to have that courage and the fearless attitude, not being afraid, being able to take chances. I do see here that what you seek, you can have, but you have to be able to come forward with that. Due to that, I'm going to get an animal spirit card to find out what animal spirit is going to be for you. Universe, give me one card to clarify Aries animal spirit. What's going on with Aries animal spirit? What's going on with Aries animal spirit? Ooh, almost. Ooh. All right, you have oyster. I believe from what I'm seeing here is that you have been closed off and not being very out there, as I guess you could say. I don't think that you're expressing yourself the way you need to with this oyster card. I think you have to be able to realize that deep down inside you have the treasure inside of you, which is the pearl. I believe that you need to be able to open up a little bit more than what you have. I think you've been closed off with this Knight of Wands here. It's showing that you need to be more forward with this. So that's what I'm getting. You need to be more, not so much aggressive, but more forward with what you need to do. Like if there's a job you want, go for it. If there's a love interest, go for it. If there's an investment you want to do, go for it. Universe is telling you to go for it. Don't hold back. Find out what day of the week is going to be good for you. Now, mind you, are on Saturday, so Saturday's not going to count. Yeah, I have the hat. Yeah, hi. Yeah, woo. Okay. Friday is going to be your lucky day of the week, Aries. Well, that's going to be nice. Fridays are pretty awesome. Yeah, I do have this hat. My daughter bought it for me, so I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I'd wear it today. And I'm also going to see what zodiac sign you're compatible with. Let's take a look. What is the compatibility sign for Aries from the 28th to April 1st? Mind you, we're under a Leo moon, so the fact that the Knight of Wands came out and you're a fire sign as well is telling that you need to move steady. Let's do this. Woo! Libra is your compatibility, Aries, for the, well, they just like crawled all over. Okay. So let's just get a recap real quick. So we have the Knight of Wands for your card, basically telling you to be fearless and go after what you want. Present yourself with confidence and move forward with this. This is a clear sign that you need to move forward. You have the oyster. You have the hidden gift inside of you. You're talented. You're smart. You're capable of getting what you want. It's just you need to be able to express yourself in that way. Your lucky day of the week is going to be Friday, which is going to be great. And then your compatibility from The 28th to the 1st is going to be Libra. So that's it for Aries. I appreciate. Thank you all my Arians. I appreciate you guys. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. You guys always go after what you want, and that's what I like about you guys. You guys are very different people. So let's go on next. We are moving on to Taurus. My Taurians, I hope you're out there enjoying this. Let's find out what's going on with you. What's going on for Taurus during March 28th to April 1st? Ooh, we've got Judgment for you. What I'm getting from this is you need to be more acceptive to things that are around you and need to be more open with the opportunities that are in front of you. I believe that you have been given an opportunity, and I think you just need to make the decision. I think the Judgment card is basically you're afraid of making that decision. It's going to be the wrong choice, which that's not going to be the case. Universe wants you to know that they have your back, that you do have a guardian angel watching over you, and that good news is coming to you because that's why the horn's there. So I feel like whatever decision you decide to make, it's going to be a good one. But I'm leaning more towards, I see this more towards an opportunity of possibly a relationship. I see this being something to do with you making a decision whether you want to be with this individual. Because of that, I'm going to go to the Twin Flame love messages to find out what's going on with this love. Thank you so much, Cam. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Okay. Okay. Now isn't the time to do it, but I see that you need to get the clarity that you need. Let's get one more. Give me one more message for Taurus about this love situation. Our love will never cease to exist. It won't exist unless you take a step forward. So I believe that you're just waiting for the perfect timing. And honestly, there really isn't perfect timing. Universe wants you to know that you need to go for it now. Let's find out what lucky day of the week you've got. Let's find out what Taurus's lucky day of the week. Now, today's Saturday, so Saturday is not going to count. It's going to count for next Saturday if it comes out. Let's see. Oh! Saturday. That's kind of crazy. So next Saturday is going to be good for you. Let's find out what zodiac sign you're compatible with. And this might be the individual that you're trying to deal with yourself. This may be Scorpio. You're compatible with Scorpio. So let's do a quick recap. So good news is coming your way. If you take the leap forward, I believe that you need to understand that this individual is not going to wait around for you. This individual is not going to be sitting around waiting for you to come, pretty much. I believe this individual is only going to wait until the 1st, and then you're going to lose your opportunity. So, Taurus, if this is something that you need to do, you need to do it quick. And if you don't do it, then your love has lost its opportunity. So that's where I'm coming from. So your lucky day of the week is next Saturday, which is going to be awesome. It's a weekend. Hopefully things go well for you. But your compatibility is Scorpio. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. You guys are great. You guys are fellow earth sign to me. I am a Capricorn. I'm very chill with Capricorns are very chill with Tauruses. I like Tauruses. They're pretty chill. I like you guys. You guys are the foodies. Whew. Sorry about that. I almost dropped you guys. Sorry. I bumped it on accident. I'm sorry. I apologize. Now, let's go on to Gemini. One more shuffle. Oh, someone told me to shuffle again. One more shuffle. What's going on with Gemini? Tell me what's going on with Gemini. What is going on with Gemini from the 28th? Ooh, that came out. Hold on. Too many. Okay, hurry. That's too many cards. What's going on with you, Gemini? A lot going on? Yeah, a lot is going on for you. I only need one card. One card for Gemini. Okay. All right. So what I have for you is I have the Strength card. Gemini, you got the Strength card. What I'm getting from this is that you need to put your masculinity in check and allow your femininity to come out. So basically what you're doing is you're allowing your masculine to take control of a situation, which you need to allow your feminine side to come out. I do see that here that you are under that you are under a lot of stress. I realize you've been saying things probably out of your mouth that's been offending people. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Um, I do see that it's Kate. I don't know if you've ever heard the saying. Basically, what this is, you're thinking, and that to me is telling me that you think about the things that you're saying and not saying loud. You need to readjust it so you're not making people be offended, because we just got out of Mercury retrograde March 20th. So things are not like all the way cleared out with that energy yet. So I can still see that still heavy on you there, Gemini. But I do see that whatever challenge you were dealing with, you came out of it on top. I do see that. I do see that you came out of that as the winner. If you had an argument with a family member, if you had a disagreement with a coworker, if you stood up to somebody that was, trying to intimidate you or trying to deface you or try to show up to you, you stood up to them and you had stood your ground, and the universe is proud of you. But the universe wants you to watch what you say. And we're going to find out what energy you have with the animal deck. Let's find out what energy you have with the animal deck, what you're carrying, what you need to. Soul Spirit is Gemini carrying during the March to April 1st. What is Gemini? Ooh, the tiger. You have a tiger. Like, that's a lot of cat energy. And it's a lot of like, look at that tiger, ready to just jump. But see, if you see the female is trying to calm down the masculine. I see that you need to keep your eyes out, but don't just attack because you feel like it. You need to think about the things you're saying before you do it. I do see that. Gemini, because we all know we don't piss off Gemini. That's just the way it goes. Okay, let's find out what lucky day of the week. Gemini, people discredit you. They call you two-faced and they say these things, but they don't realize that Gemini ain't that type of person. Gemini takes the energy as it's given to them, and Gemini just gives back what they receive. But the problem, sometimes Gemini gives a little too much back. And so, but in this case, you need to be on guard. You need to, but you just need to watch what you're saying. Think about it before you say it, because you don't want to regret what you say. Let's find out what day of the week is for you. We have Monday. Monday is a lucky day of the week. We're coming close to it. And if you guys happen to leave a comment or something on this live later and let me know if your lucky day of the week worked for you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's find out what's going on with what sign you're compatible with. Give me the sign that Gemini is compatible with from March 28th to April 1st. What is the sign that Gemini is compatible with? What is the sign that Gemini is compatible with? Let's flip. Aries. You are compatible with Aries, 28th to the 1st. So, most air signs do get along with fire. That is the case. So let's do a recap. So we have the Strength card, which means you've overcome a situation, but you need to know that even though you have the inner strength inside of you, you need to learn when to think before you speak. That's what I get. The tiger, you're a fighter inside. Whatever you want, you're going to get. I see. You're just not going to give up. Your compatibility. Let's find out what's going on with Cancer. Hello, my water sign. Cancer. We'll be moving into Mercury in Cancer as well, so be prepared for that. As we talk about it, the Chariot came out. Your own card. That is Cancer energy. I do see with this that things are moving steadily for you. It's coming in fast. I see that with this Chariot card, you need to see the situation for the black and white of it. You need to look at the details. You need to look at the person's actions, their behaviors. You also need to pay attention to your surroundings. I do see with the stars on the cape that you need to go out and start like night gazing, go out and look at the stars, go look at the energy that's around you, and actually go out and actually, I believe that your clarity will come to you at night. I believe that you'll be able to be more soothing and relaxing when it comes to the nighttime. With this being the situation, I do see that you've been emotional, you've been in your feelings with this Chariot card. And I feel like these emotions come quickly and then go away fast. You know, they come quick and they go away. Like 1 second you're crying, you're like, why am I even crying? I don't even know why. Then you just stop, just out of nowhere. It's because you are cleansing your soul. You are actually cleansing. You're allowing your emotions to come out yourself to actually let go of what you've been carrying. Because Cancer, you've been really carrying a lot of burdens lately, and the heavy's been on you lately in your situation. So I do see this, but because I don't see it being an actual love situation, we're going to go to the animal deck and find out what energy you're carrying with the animal spirit. Let's find out. What animal spirit is Cancer carrying through the 28th of March to April 1st? What is Cancer carrying? Whew, that flew out. The Phoenix. So, like I told you, you've gone through something. You basically have gone through hell and back, but you came back even stronger. So the universe wants you to know you're the Phoenix. You rise from your ashes. You rise, all this crying, everything you've been doing, all this thinking, all this turmoil that you've been through. Universe wants you to know. Sending love and light to you too as well. Hello. Just want to let you know that you are rising, Cancer. All that crap you went through, it wasn't for nothing. There was lessons that had to be learned from it so you can grow from it. In order for you to experience the spiritual awakening or a spiritual journey, or even go in and find out what's going on, you need to experience these lessons. And these lessons were given to you because why? Because you're strong enough to handle it. So that's what we got for you. Let's find out what lucky day of the week is for you, Cancer. Let's find out what's lucky day. Let's find out. Oh, let's see. Let's find out. Mix them up. Let's find out. Let's find out what lucky day of the week Cancer's got. Let's go right in the middle. Let's find out. Okay. Let's see. It's being difficult. All right. Friday. Friday is going to be your lucky day of the week. So that's coming up next week. So we'll find out. Let's see what zodiac sign that Cancer is compatible. Let's find out. You know, that's a pretty cool day, Friday. 6 could be significant to you as well. Just to let you know. Oh, Aquarius. You're going to be compatible with Aquarius. So let's do a recap. So we got Cancer. You've been through the turmoil. You've been through all roller coasters. You strong, and even though it came at you like a baseball bat, you're still doing it. We got the Phoenix as your animal spirit, which means everything that's happened to you, you basically have rise from all the turmoil. So you're the Phoenix. You rise from the ashes. You're a beast at this point. So nothing's going to stop you. Your lucky day of the week is going to be Friday, and your compatibility from the 28th to the 1st is going to be Aquarius. All right, let's go on to Leo. Thank you, Cancer. I appreciate all your support. I love my Aquarians and I love my Cancers. It's pretty awesome that you're compatible with Aquarius. That's pretty awesome. I like that. So let's find out what's going on with Leo. What's going on with Leo? What is going on with Leo? We are under a Leo. Yes, we are. So Leo, here is your energy from the 28th to April 1st. You are holding back from actually achieving your goals. And I see that you are basically like isolating yourself at this time. I feel like you're putting money away. Like, I think what this is telling me is that you've been frivolous with money, and universe wants you to like be a little bit more cautious of your spending. But I also see that don't be to the point where you're so selfish to the point where you're not able to get the thing, basically, is what it's saying. Like, it's okay to splurge once in a while, but it's splurge all the time. So Leo, it shows that you are is good for you because we're under a Leo moon. So Leo, you are getting more grounded, stable. I believe you're getting more aware of the situation. I believe that you're coming into the maturity level that you need to be as far as it comes to your intelligence, your heart, and your stableness. So basically, you've got these three are coming up in alignment. So you're basically being aware of the situation because you're thinking with your clear mind. You are protecting your heart and allowing only to deal with so much nonsense, and you're trying to keep your feet on the ground, which is very good. Like you're getting stable. I appreciate that. That's amazing. That is Earth energy, by the way. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Since we have that, we're going to find out what animal spirit you have. Let's find out what animal spirit you have, what you've been dealing with, Leo. Let's find out there you got. What is Leo's spirit animal? God bless you too. Yes, Jesus loves me. I'm not sinning. I believe in Jesus too as well. So, let's go. Let's see. Ooh, swan. Anytime that I see a swan, that means you're either with your twin flame or your twin flame's coming, or you're going to find somebody that mirrors you. That's what I'm getting. Now that we have love pulled out, which came out through I'm going to pull a love message because Leo, you got the swan. Swan usually represent twin flames. This one represents like a mirror of you. This individual is going to be the missing piece. Let's find out. I miss you, but I don't have the time right now. So this individual does miss you if you are in a separation with your person. This person does miss you, but they just don't have the time, whether work is coming into play or something drastic happened, or they're in the busy doing something with basically an obligation. But don't think this individual doesn't miss you. You are on their mind. Let's go find out what lucky day of the week you are. Let's find out. Let's find out what lucky day you got, Leo. What is Leo's lucky day of the week we got coming up? What is Leo's lucky day of the week? Ooh, Tuesday. Tuesday is your lucky day of the week. Let's find out what zodiac sign you're compatible with from March 28th to April 1st. Sorry, these are quick. I plan on doing longer ones. I just want to get these out there right now. Cancer. Cancer is your compatibility from from March 28th to April 1st. This is your compatibility. So let's do a recap. You've got the Four of Pentacles as your card, Leo. You basically are putting your mind straight, your heart straight, and you're keeping yourself grounded. I do see that being a thing for you. I also see that you are going to start being more cautious on how you spend your money. You're going to be more cautious on who you give your heart to. You're going to be more cautious of who you're actually interacting with. And you're going to be more cautious on who you let come involved and try to be stable in your life, which is great. Your animal spirit card resembles a swan. I see is basically somebody that's going to be mirroring you. Either it's your twin flame that you're going to be coming in contact with, or you're already with this person. This person misses you very much, but they just don't have the time right now. Something came about, which could be like their work is probably playing a role, or they had an obligation they had to do. And then we also have Cancer as your compatibility. Thank you, Leo. Now we are moving on to Virgo. Let's find out what's going on with Virgo. Virgo, you are my fellow earth sign, which is awesome. I am a Capricorn, as you can see, Queen Capricorn. Yeah. Let's find out what's going on with the Virgos. What's going on, Virgo? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? Let's find out. What's going on? We got the Seven of Cups. Virgo, you are confused. You are very confused here, Virgo. You are basically on the sidelines trying to figure out what you want to do. You need to make this a decision out of emotional. Okay, there's one thing about earth signs you got to understand. We're not very emotional people. Our emotions really don't play a role. We're more logical people. But in this case, Virgo, you need to take an emotional stance. You need to allow your emotions to play a role in this, because when you make this actual decision, this is actually going to play a role in how you view things, like the relationship, how you remove toxic people, how you like invest, how you have your home, how you have like these certain things you have to do. So Virgo, I feel like you need to focus and take a step back and evaluate each situation, whether it be a relationship, finances, family members, toxic people, anything like that. You need to make an emotional choice. You need to step aside and take some clarity to yourself instead of feeling overwhelmed with anxiety. You need to allow yourself to be in a position to where you can make the decision emotionally mature, logically mature, and stable. Like make a stable decision and not later go back and be like, well, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I didn't think it was going to turn out like this. You have to realize, you have to look at the whole situation for what it is. Step back, take some time for yourself, and think about it. Let's go to the animal spirit deck, because I really don't see it being love. But if it is love and you're like stuck either, if you're either stuck with somebody that's with somebody else and you're trying to make this decision, you need to make it from a logical, emotional choice. And if you are the one in the position with the relationship to where you're seeing two people, then you need to step back and you need to make a logical decision when it comes to your emotions of whether you want to be with this person or who is the one you're more emotionally attached to. That's where you. I'm good. How are you, Dawn? Nice to see you. All right, here we go. Let's go on with Virgo. Let's find out okay. We have the camel. So what I get from the camel is that you like to store all this energy into your home, basically. You like to store it away. And you are not thinking about what the consequences could be or what the futuristic outcome is, because camels just move forward. They don't go backwards. And the problem with that is that you need to take a step back and analyze the situation. And once you do analyze the situation, you make your decision, you need to make your decision and you need to stick with it. Whether that means if you have to turn your back and move forward, or whether that means that you allow this individual to stay with you, or if you make a decision, whether it's your relationship you're ending, a relationship you're entering, financial situations, anything like that, you need to be stable in your decision. And I see here, it looks like it's got rain in the back. I see that you need to, like, when it does rain, wherever you're at in the world or wherever you may be, you need to go out in the rain and allow the rain to actually cleanse you. You need an emotional cleanse. You need to feel the water on your body. That's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. Okay. The crescent moon's going to play a role. We are in the waxing eclipse, so we're not even the crescent right now. But the next crescent moon that we go into, you need to go moon bathing. You need to go outside. You need to actually at night just look at the sky and look at the moon and just allow the moon to moon bathing. That's what I'm getting. Let's find out what your lucky day of the week is. There, Virgo. That's pretty straightforward. I mean, us earth signs, we have a hard time being emotional. I'm guilty of it. When I usually make a decision, it's either I make it and I stick to it, or, oh, woo, see that? It flew. I'm going to take this one because it flew in the basket. Thursday, it's going to be your lucky day of the week, Virgo. Thursday. There you go. All right, let's find out what sign you're compatible with. Let's take a looky look. Let's find out who you're compatible with. From the 28th of March all the way until April 1st. What is the compatibility for Virgo from March 28th to April 1st? Gemini. Virgo, you're compatible with Gemini. That is you're going to be your sign. So let's do the recap. Let's go and let's do the recap. So you have the 7 of Cups. You need to step back and you need to make a decision from an emotional standpoint, not just from a logical standpoint. You need to evaluate your relationships or the situation, your living situation, your financial, your relationships, family, toxic people. You need to take an emotional stance on this. You not only need to stand on business, but you need to stand on how you feel. So Virgo, express yourself how you feel, but do it in a healthy way. You have the Camel. The Camel wants you to look at your situation and push forward. When you make your decision, stick to it and move forward. Your lucky day of the week is going to be Thursday, which is awesome. And then you have Gemini as your compatibility. That's all I got for you, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. All right, here we go, Libra. Let's find out what's going on with Libra. Find out what's going on with Libra. By the way, the pink moon on the 1st of April is going to be under Libra energy. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. Libras are dope. My daughter's a Libra, so I like you guys. You guys have a great personality. You guys, honestly, you guys literally wear your heart on your sleeve until someone pisses you off. I do like Libras. Libras are dope. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. I do have a daughter. It's Libra. All right. Let's find out what's going on with Libra. Let's get the one card for March 28th to April 1st. And like I said, April 1st is the pink moon and it's going to be under Libra. So if you do have Libra placements in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or, wherever it's at, that moon's going to play a role in it. Hi to you too. All right. Ooh. We've got the 5 of Wands. Let's find out what's going on. Libra, have you been aggressive lately? Have you been telling people what's up? I mean, Libras don't just come out without it being pushed. A Libra has to be pushed. So who's been pushing your buttons to get you to this stance? This is a fire energy. We are under a Leo moon. So your fiery energy is coming out more. Like, you're not taking no one's crap. You're not allowing the disrespect. You ain't allowing people to cross you the wrong way. Like, this is going to be your energy until the 1st. So I do see that you have put up with as much as you possibly could. And now you're just like, you know what? If you're going to dish it, I'm going to dish it back. The vibe I'm getting from you, Libra. You're going to dish it back. I do see that. Libra. Woo. Let's find out what your animal spirit says about you. Let's find out. Let's find out what your animal spirit is. Libras are very harmonious people. They're actually very comedic. They're very funny. They like to look at things in a positive outlook. But like I said, if you do push a Libra too far, they won't hesitate to tell you how they feel. They won't hesitate to give you what you deserve. So this doesn't doubt me, considering we're under a Leo moon, and we're under a Leo moon as well. Oh, October 23rd. My daughter's October 15th. Ooh, you have the well. I like that. The well is a very, it's a water element. It's very nurturing. When wells mate, they mate for life as well. And when they have children, they always stay in packs. Like, Libras don't like to be separated from like long-term friends, long-term family, all that stuff. They're very, very close with them. I do see here though, with this well, I see that you're sitting in the step backs. I see you're in the back of the back. Yes, Virgo, yes. I do see you sitting in the back of the lines and just sitting observing and watching. And I think you're seeing things that you've never noticed before because you weren't paying attention to them. And now that you're aware of what's really going on, this is where this energy is coming out of. Like, oh, so that's what you meant by saying that. Oh, okay. So you found out something from standing from the sidelines or overhearing something that you heard. And now you're just going to confront and confirm, like, oh, were you saying this about me type thing? So Libra, you're kind of on that edge right there, which I don't blame you. I mean, honestly, I respect y'all for actually being blunt and being forward about it. Let's find out what lucky day of the week you got coming up. What is Libra's lucky day of the week. If it comes up Saturday, it does not mean today. It means next Saturday. So just a heads up, because today is Saturday, depending on where you're at. All right, let's take a looky look. Let's find out what lucky day of the week Libra's got. Woo! Sunday, tomorrow. And you guys' energy is just pulling forward. You know, you're like, yeah, I want my lucky day now. Okay, well, you got it for Sunday. Sunday's going to be a lucky day for you. Let's take a look at it. Heck yeah. I do say, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I do love as well when it comes to zodiac signs. I will agree that Libra and Cancers are a very good match. I will say that, as well as I think Libras do really well with fire signs. Now, y'all might be scrutinized and saying whatever about me, but I will say this. If you are looking about, compatibility and whatnot, Libras, stay away from earth signs. It's not there. I mean, I've studied astrology for a long time. I've seen it with not just myself, but I've seen it with other people around. Just this advice is this: Libras, a lot of air signs, I'm gonna be honest, are not really compatible with earth when it comes to love. But I will say, you guys, air signs are very compatible with water and fire signs. I will say that. Yeah, I will say that. Libras are pretty chill when it comes to Cancers. I have a brother that's a Cancer, and my daughter and my brother's relationship is like this. Like they are like two peas in a pod. So I do agree. Thanks for all the love. Appreciate it. Let's find out what compatibility you have, Libra, from the 28th. From the 28th to April 1st. April 1st is going to be a pink moon. Ooh, Pisces. Pisces is going to be your compatibility, which is another water element. Pisces is going to be your compatibility from the 28th. I mean, your partner could have either Pisces rising, love, moon, any of those. So just recognize that that does play a role in it. So basically what I got for you is you're staying on business. You ain't playing around there, Libra. You're like telling people what's up. You ain't going to be sitting around taking the bullshit no more. And this moon is actually bringing it out of you. So when you sit back and you're quiet and you're observant and you're taking all the, the hits and stuff, you're throwing them back too. But the thing about it is it's not like you're getting physical with it. That's not what this means. This means like you're coming at them either lethally with your mouth, or you're coming lethally with your intelligence, or you're just being strategic on how you handle the situation. So yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I am a Capricorn myself, like I said before. And I had a Libra try to, date me. And it didn't pan out. It didn't work. And I knew, after a week of being dating, it didn't work out. As Capricorns, we're a difficult sign to handle. I'm not gonna sit there and act like that ain't true. And Libra, you do need that emotional contentment from what a water sign gives you. I will give you that, back crow. I will give you that. That's the one thing I lack, is the emotional sensitivity. But I'm lucky because I do have a Scorpio moon. So I'm more on my emotions at night than I am during the day. So I'm in my Capricorn mode during the day, and then I'm at my Scorpio at night. But even then, it's still hard for me to even come to realization about my emotional side, because my placements are kind of whacked. I got a Sagittarius rising, Capricorn sun, and a Scorpio moon. So I'm like, but see, I know for a fact that earth and air just don't mesh. We don't see eye to eye, because air needs that emotional encouragement, and Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo just can't give it. That's why we as earth signs need to be with an emotional sign, which is water, or, in that aspect to give us that, or we have to deal with our own kind, our own earth. So fires, I've seen a couple occasions where fires are able to get along with Capricorns, but not this one. Not this one. I'm being honest, not this one. You have the well. You're going to be standing and watching and absorbing your situation, and you're going to be in the sidelines where no one's really noticing you. So basically what you're doing, Libra, is you're watching from afar to see what's going on, and then you're going to come at like a firework. You're just coming out, which is nothing wrong with that. Your lucky day of the week is going to be Sunday, and your compatibility is going to be Pisces, which is amazing because, you know. So now we're on from Libra. We're moving on to Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on with Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on with Scorpio. I appreciate you, Libras. You guys are awesome. I've raised one, so I know. Ooh, Scorpio, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Scorpio, you're being impatient, man. You want things to happen now, and that's just not how a Scorpio keeps putting block. All right, I'm going to just tell you some advice here, okay, back row, and you can either take it or leave it. This is just advice for my viewers. If you are dealing with somebody that's doing that, get yourself a black candle, write protection or write whatever you need to write on it, bless it, and then light it, let it burn. Do not blow it out or let anything blow it out. Put it in a place where it could be, steady, where it needs to be, where it's not going to be disturbed, and allow it to burn. Because if you feel like that's what's going on, then you need protection. That's just my viewing of the situation. Scorpio, you're impatient. You need to learn this so you can get what you're receiving. See, every time that you keep pushing yourself forward, every time you keep trying to make things happen quicker, you're setting yourself back even further. And this is proof with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, hi, how are you? Hello. Knight of Pentacles is pushing you back. It's making you realize that you need to see what's in front of you. You need to understand all the situations that go into it. Salam to you too. Nice to meet you. Kate, I'm saying this as being as blunt as possible. You're not going to get what you want because you want it, because it's going to happen right now. Universe is trying to show you that you need to be patient for it. You need to see what's ahead of you. You need to see what's coming on the side of you. You need to pay attention to all your surroundings to understand what's coming and what it involves in. Then at that point, you'll know what you're going for. The universe will give you what you need if you pay attention to what's being brought to you. You need to understand everything. So that's what I got from that. Now, because we have this, we're going to do an animal card because it doesn't signify much love right there. But I do see you getting what you want there, Scorpio. You just got to have some patience and wait for it. That's what I'm getting. Let's have some patience there. Let's find out what's going on. Scorpio, you're going to get the prize. I mean, it's guaranteed it's coming. It's being delivered. But got to learn some patience. I know, it's kind of hard, huh? You want things to happen now. Ooh, we got the hummingbird. This is a signification of having to do things in a strategic way and have to do things in order. See, a hummingbird also represents luck. So I do see luck is coming your way, Scorpio. I know it's been slow and steady and you feel like you haven't won the race. But I see that you need to pay attention to what's around you as well. Like a hummingbird only allows people to see what they want to see because they're pretty fast. But see, when they go towards like a wall trying to find the bugs, or if they're going towards a flower trying to get the nectar, they're so beautiful when they do it. But they're doing it in a strategic way. They're doing it in a slow-paced way. It doesn't seem like that to us, but it's that way to them because of the way they can move so quickly. So I do see abundance coming your way and blessings, but be patient. It's going to be happening. Like, things are coming your way. Let's find out what lucky day of the week you've got. What lucky day of the week does Scorpio have? What is the lucky day of the week for Scorpio? Sunday as well. Tomorrow. Let's find out what zodiac sign you're compatible with. Universe, what is Scorpio's compatibility from March 28th to April 1st? What is Scorpio's compatibility from Capricorn? Scorpio, you're compatible with Capricorn. So let's go do a recap. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which means you need to be patient, that it's going to be coming. This abundance or blessing is coming your way. You have the Hummingbird, which confirms that the abundance and blessing is coming. You do have Sunday as your lucky day of the week, and you have Capricorn as your compatibility. So there you go, Scorpio. There you go. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Saggies are the adventurers of the zodiac. They're the ones that, yeah, let's get it going. I have a Sagittarius rising, so my Scorpio's moon as well. So I'm not going to lie, that Scorpio does make me impatient. But you know what? I'm going to take their advice on that because we do need it. All right. Can I please check if there's... I'm actually... Okay, my next live that I'm going on, I'm going to be doing questions, so you can ask me these things, and I'd be more than happy to oblige to give you these. But right now, I'm just doing the zodiac signs for now. Maybe if your zodiac sign's been read, you can go back and look to see what's going on. But right now, we're doing Saggy. Ooh, we got the High Priestess for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be on point. I'm actually going to be coming back tonight doing questions. I'm just doing the live for the science because I've been gone for a while. So I'm trying to get everybody up to date and what's going on. And I'm going to be coming back tonight doing the one question for free. I'm not going to charge anybody. I'm just going to do one question for free and I'll answer. So if you want to come on there, be my guest. Just pay attention when I go live or subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love and light to you and protection your way as well. So I do have this High Priestess, Sagittarius. Pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is on point. This coming up the 28th to the 1st of April. Also, do understand that these initials are representing of something, B and J. So that could resonate to who you're talking to, or it could resonate to somebody coming in your life. It can mean that you have a friend or a family member with the initials. So that could be a thing. Just pay attention to B and J. Also, I do see here with the High Priestess that contracts is coming into play, which means you could be entering a contract with a soulmate, you could be entering a contract with a twin flame, or you could be ending a contract with a soulmate or a twin flame, depending on the situation. But I do see this as an entering. I don't see this as excluding, because how does what work? I'm kind of confused. So basically what this is representing is that you're going to be entering a contract with a twin flame, which means you're going to be coming in contact with either a twin flame or a soulmate, and you're going to be fulfilling this contract. But this is letting you know to pay attention to your intuition, listen to your gut feelings. Also pay attention to the contracts that you sign, read the fine print, look at the situation as black and white. Don't blur yourself with the gray. Pay attention. How can I check mine? Check what? I got to have a little bit more detail. I'm sorry. I'm just not understanding what you're trying to ask me. If you can make it more clear. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to make it more clear. So back on the subject at hand. So basically you need to be more on top of it with your intuition. This is telling me that your intuition is going to be on point, and it's going to be at the highest point in this week so far. So please just pay attention. Let's find out what your animal spirit is and what they're going to be telling you. Let's take a look. Saggies. Universe, please give me a card to represent Sagittarius' animal spirit. What's the... Ooh, a lamb. You got a lamb. Spring is arising. You're going to be coming out of that winter vibe thing. I do think that you're going to be coming out with more of a newer horizon of the situation. You're going to be looking into to be looking into situations with more gentle eyes instead of just coming forward and assuming that everybody's doing whatever. Universe wants you to know that, you need to enter whatever situation you're going in with more of a gentle spirit, with more of a gentle outcome, because spring is arising and the lamb comes out when it's spring. So I do see this spring that you're going to be more open, but I do see a warning here with the vulnerability. That's why the intuition's here. You need to listen to your gut. Don't believe everything that's being told to you. Follow your intuition. Your intuition's on point at this point, so just follow your intuition. Let's get your lucky day of the week. What is Sagittarius' lucky day of the week? Woo! Woohoo! There's a lot of them. We got to do this again because there's too many came out. Probably want to say all week, huh? But we can't do that. We only have one day. I mean, if you have a good week all week, congrats to you. But I did Aries at the beginning. Yeah, I did Aries already. Did you kind of, when this is off, I'll let you can go reread it. You can go watch at the beginning. I did Aries already. Let's find out. Oh, let's flip. Oop. Tuesday is going to be Sagittarius's day. Woo, woo. Tuesday. All right, let's do a recap. So we got the High Priestess for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you need to pay attention to your intuition. You need to not sign contracts unless you see the whole thing black and white. You need to pay attention to what's around you and always go with your intuition or gut feeling. You got the Lamb. Look at situations from a gentle aspect, but also don't be fooled by or be naive to a certain situation. It wants you to literally just pay attention to your intuition. So yeah. Tuesday is going to be that. And we have your zodiac. Let's find out who you're compatible with for the zodiac. Aquarius. You're compatible with Aquarius, Saggies. Boy, that's two signs of Aquarius. I think it was Cancer. No, it wasn't Cancer. Yeah, it was Cancer and Aquarius, and now it's Sag and Aquarius. Aquarius is, you're really dominating the situation, aren't you? All right, let's move on to Capricorn. I am a fellow Capricorn myself. How you doing, all Cappies out there? Capricorns. Let's do this. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out what's going on with the Capricorns. Let's find out what's going on from March 28th to April 1st. Let's find out. Ooh, that was fast. That was quick. Ooh, Emperor. Cappies, are you being stubborn? I know I have been. Your ego's on top. This coming up from the 28th to the 1st. Your ego's going to be heightened, as you can say. You're going to be stubborn, I believe. But I believe this is kind of a warning. I think that you need to take a step back, Capricorn, and view things from a more of a grounded aspect, I guess you could say, instead of trying to think that you're all Capricorns. They have an ego. I don't care what anybody says, but this ego needs to be lowered, if this makes any sense. This is an Aries energy. This is a fire energy. We are under Leo. I do believe that your attitude and your ego and your emotions are heightened. You're more viable to be more aggressive, more snappy. I believe that's the case. This is on how you react to certain situations. I think you need to look at it from more of a mature aspect, if you could say it like that. So let's find out what your animal is. I'm kind of hoping we kind of get a water in here because we need a little bit of emotion. Let's find out what's going on with the Capricorn. What's going on with the Capricorn? What is Capricorn's animal spirit? What is Capricorn's animal spirit? Ooh, we got a peacock. Ego is on point today. It's going to be heightened. I do see that you be on the defensive side if you need to. Don't just be defensive just because it's going to cause you problems and aspects in the future. I would say do what the situation calls for. So address the situation from a higher element, and then address it as it needs to be. I do see that Capricorn, you're very intelligent. I do see your crown chakra is the main point here. As you can see, there's a crown on his head. So I do see that you need to think about the situation before you do anything. I do think that's a thing. I do see that you need to keep your eyes open for opportunities coming to you. I do see that. So Capricorn, just pay attention to your temper, pay attention to the way you address things, pay attention to your surroundings, and just pay attention to how you react. Let's get your lucky day of the week. Ooh. Let's get your lucky day of the week. Friday is going to be your lucky day of the week. Friday. Let's find out what zodiac sign you're compatible with for the 28th of April. Woo! Okay. That was too many cards. We're going to have to do that again. Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, okay. They flew. Let's find out. What is the zodiac sign compatible with Capricorn for the week of the 28th to April 1st? Virgo. You're going to be compatible with Virgo. So let's do a recap. I got the Emperor. The Emperor is obviously checking to make sure that your ego is heightened. You're going to be more on an aggressive type scene. God bless you too. You're going to be more on a open scale with paying attention what surrounds you. With the Peacock, it's confirming that. And your lucky day of the week is going to be Friday. And your compatibility from the 28th to the 1st is going to be Virgo. All right. Next sign is Aquarius. Yes, we made it to Aquarius. We made it to Aquarius. Aquarius. We made it to Aquarius. Find out what's going on with the Aquarius. Water barriers. What's going on? The Rebels. Let's find out what's going on with Aquarius. Ooh, let's take a look at the top one. 10 of Cups. Look at you, Aquarius. On top of the world right now, from the 28th to April 1st, I do see that your emotional state is going to be pretty much stable. I do see that you are going to be taking a more interest in your family, hanging out with your friends. I do see abundance coming your way. I do see, just letting you know, this is not for all Aquariuses. Please only take what resonates. But I do see if you are trying to have a baby, this is going to be a rainbow baby. So this is for people that are like had miscarriages or, has had the mishaps during their pregnancy. I do see that you're going to be having a rainbow baby. The rainbow confirms it. It's 10 of completion. I also see that you are going to be emotionally stable enough to have a conversation about family, relationships, and things like that. So that is great. And I also see a boat your way. So let's go and let's look at the animal spirit deck. See what's going on for you there. Take a look and see what animal spirit energy you possess. Let's find out for Aquarius. What is the spirit animal for Aquarius? What is it? Let's see. Ooh, tarantula. You're going to be viewing things from all angles, and you're going to make a very conscious decision. I do believe with this is that it's warning you to stay away from people that can harm you. Start noticing the telltale signs when it starts arising. Eliminate yourself from the situation if the situation becomes too hot or becomes too aggressive or becomes toxic. Remove yourself. Don't sit and try to defend yourself, because you're in a really good spot right now with your emotions, and you don't want to go and disrupt that by allowing the unstables to come through. So I see with this tarantula is like, you're there, but only be there if it feels comfortable for you. If it doesn't, then out of the situation. That's what I got. Let's find out what day of the week is good for Aquarius. Let's find out what day of the week. Good. Sunday is going to be a good day for you Aquariuses. Sunday. Let's find out what zodiac sign you're compatible with. What is the compatibility for Aquarius? April 1st. What sign is Aquarius going to be compatible with? What is the zodiac sign? Sagittarius. Aquarius, you're going to be compatible with Sagittarius. Okay. So let's do the recap. So you got the 10 of Cups. You got a completion. You also have emotional stability right now from March 28th to April 1st. I see here that you are going to be able to have a good family unit. I do believe that your relationship is going to be on the right path if you're in one. If you're not in one, I do see a relationship coming into you soon, and you'll be emotionally stable to be able to handle that decision, whether you want to enter or not. I also do see that a possible rainbow baby for those of Aquariuses that are in that category. I do see it's going to happen. And I also see abundance. So yeah, there you go. Going to be your spirit animal. I do believe that you are going to be present, but it wants you to remove yourself from the situation if it's not comfortable. Don't put yourself through any more turmoil than you have to, because your emotional state is actually right now. And your lucky day of the week is going to be Sunday. And your compatibility is Sagittarius. Now we're moving on to the Pisces. We're moving on to Pisces. I can just do the card reading after I do Pisces, but I want to get Pisces out of the way first. It's only fair. Let's find out what's going on with the Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? Natural psychics, fishes. What's up? Ooh, 5 of Swords. 7 of Swords. My bad. 7 of Swords. Someone is on the defensive side. Someone is being cautious. I think what this is telling you is that you need to be cautious of the people who are around you, Pisces. If you feel like someone being deceptive or sneaky or basically wearing a mask and not being who they are, Pisces, you need to take a step back and you need to observe the situation for what it is. This individual has been doing this for a while, and you've had the intuition. You're a natural psychic. You have the natural ability. You have the intelligence to know what's going on there, Pisces. You need to look at the situation for what it is and pay attention to it. This individual does certain things, goes away, and then comes back and expects you to be like all open arms and giving back. And that's just not how it's got to be. Pisces, you got to learn how to put your foot down. You need to know when it's healthy to put boundaries down. I believe this is a warning for you to put a boundary down for a certain individual that likes to manipulate you, take advantage of you, gaslight you, love bomb you, manipulate you, like all the above. This person has stole you. Like, this individual is a toxic individual that's wearing a mask. And you know, and I know that you've got this feeling that's inside of you saying, this person is not who they say they are. This person isn't doing what they say they're going to do. And then you find out later that it's the case. And you end up beating yourself up because you didn't pay attention. The universe wants you to look at all the situations, look at all the signs, look at all the strikes that you have against them. Learn how to eliminate these toxic people. That's all I've got to say about that right there. It's plain as day. You got some toxicity around you, or someone that's wearing a mask and is trying to play you as a joker, and you know who this individual is. I don't have to tell you. You know this individual. This individual, has been involved with you for a while. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a relationship. But Pisces, who I'm talking to, you know who this individual is. Let's find out what your animal spirit has to say. What animal spirit is for Pisces from the 28th to April 1st? Ooh. We have here. You need to take a step back and observe the situation for what it is when I get with the deer. The deer It's a skittish person. The deer doesn't let people come up to him and touch him. The deer doesn't allow people to come and disrupt their space. This individual is coming in and they're disrupting your space, and you're basically allowing it. This is what the deer is here to tell you. The deer is here to tell you is that you need to stop allowing it. You need to hold. That's confirmation that you need to be more cautious of your own personal space and your sanity, your emotional state, and all that. You need to be more cautious when it comes to it. You're allowing yourself to stress yourself out. You're allowing yourself to just take things to the highest level. And you and I both know that that's just not healthy. So let's find out what lucky day of the week you got, Pisces. Come on, let's find out what you got. What's going on, Pisces? Let's take a look. Sunday. Got Sunday too. Let's take a look and let's find out who you're compatible for the rest of the 28th to the 1st. Let's find out who you're compatible with, Pisces. Let's find out. He's compatible with for the 28th of March. Ooh, that just flew. Let's take a looky look. Cancer. You're compatible with Cancer there, Pisces. All right, so basically what I got for you, this is a recap. So we've got the Seven of Swords. Some individual is in your life that is basically bringing some turmoil, basically wearing a mask, manipulating you, you, stealing from you, lying to you, all the mischievous things an individual could be doing to you. And you need to be aware of it. You need to eliminate this person from your life. You need to learn how to set boundaries down, and you need to stick to them. You have the deer spirit. The deer spirit's basically telling you that you need to be more aware and more cautious and stop allowing people to plow over you. Because Pisces, you know dang well that you wear your heart on your sleeve. And you know that you got this intuition because you're a natural psychic. You know dang well this individual is not good. So whoever this person is, you need to eliminate. Then your lucky day of the week is going to be Sunday. And then your compatibility is Cancer. All right. Well, since I'm still on, if you have a question right now, whoever's on there right now, I would be more than happy to answer it. But after that, I'm not coming back till later to do the one question live. But I'd be willing to do it right now if you're willing to ask a question. If not, I'm going to close this and call it good. So wait a few seconds to see if anybody replies in the comments down below. I appreciate if you would subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so when I'm on, you can get all this beautiful wisdom from the universe. Yes. Yes. I appreciate all y'all. I do. You guys are amazing. So whatever question you're going to be asking, just type it down below. And if not, I'm going to call it a close. And then I'm basically going to go and just come back later tonight. So let's take a look. Does anybody have a question? Okay, I guess no one has a question. So I'm going to end this right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Love and light to y'all. And I hope you all stay protected and eliminate anybody that's not accepting your boundaries. I'm Zodiac. So I appreciate you guys and love and light. See you next time.